Hey guys, what's up? Unrested back here, and I'm making a quick video response today to Busan Kevin's video about acts of kindness. And his video was actually about a kind lady who helped him find directions on a map he had to get to my wedding. I invited him to come to my wedding, and I will admit it was a little bit hard to find. Obviously I know where it was at, and it was a little bit difficult location from, he was coming all the way from Kobe, and my wedding was all the way out in Namba, which is a bit of a trip, probably about hour and a half, maybe hour 45 minutes. So he came out there, and he's not obviously familiar with the area, so he needed a little bit of help, and a very nice Japanese lady helped him find it. And then he said, what is an act of kindness you've experienced, or maybe an act of kindness that you've done yourself? Yeah, I got a good act of kindness for you. I got a really good example. It's called, I invited Busan Kevin to my wedding. What else does that guy want? I'm being kind as hell inviting that guy to my wedding. Anyway, that's JFact today. I'm unrested. Peace. Dude, I'm just joking. No, that's not what I'm talking about. No, I'm actually here to talk today about how nice Japanese people can be when you are lost in Japan. It is very true what Kevin talked about, that if you are lost, there are quite a few people who will, not without even being asked, come on up to you and help you out with your map. Kevin talked about how the lady actually took the map out of his hands and then walked him to the place 20 minutes out of her own way to find where my wedding was at. Okay? That's pretty typical. I've run into that quite a bit. I would say it's probably more typical for Osaka than Tokyo. Sorry, Tokyo people. Not to be harsh on you or anything, but when I've asked for directions before in Tokyo, here's pretty much what I get. But if I ask for directions in Osaka, I get an Oba-chan who helps me find where I need to go and tells me about how she found a shirt at Uniqlo for $5, which I probably don't need to hear about, but thanks. Anyway, acts of kindness. Let's talk a little bit about that. So, my first story. It's my first month in Japan. My knowledge of Japan, not too great. I studied a little bit before I came here, but I'm going to say not so great. My knowledge of the area that I live in, even worse. My Japanese, probably the worst of everything. Okay? At that point, I didn't even know basic Japanese. It was pretty bad. So, the first thing I'm trying to do is get to Costco, okay? Costco, I don't know if you have it in your area. It's in the States, I know that for sure, and it's pretty much like a giant consignment store for food. And it has pretty much the best selection of foreign foods here in Osaka, I would say. I've been to a lot of foreign food shops, and I'd say Costco probably has one of the best. So I'm asking where Costco is. I ask a little old lady, okay, very, very tiny little old lady, and she can probably barely walk. She has a cane, and so I figured I'll just ask her, get her to point me in the right direction, and I'll be good. Alright, so first thing I find out is, guess what? It's not called Costco in Japan, it's called Costco. Okay, it's a little bit different. They've added some katakana in there, so there's a little extra vowel sounds. But anyway, that's not the point of the story. I ask her where this place is, and she points, just like I expected. Thank you very much. And I figure, yes, I will be on my way. And she says, whoa, wait. And I'm like, oh, sorry, what? I'm sorry, is there something else? Yeah, I'm gonna walk you all the way there. So, as much as I appreciated it, I was pretty much okay. Probably could have gotten there, but sweet Oba-chan gave me a walk about 20 minutes or 30 minutes out of her way. I guess she probably didn't have much to do that day. She probably retired. And led me all the way there to make sure I was 100% okay. I mean, up to the door of the store, okay? That was quite a walk from the station. Anyway, that's one story about directions. Here's another. So, I'm in a store, a computer store to be exact, and I'm looking for a USB, a thumb drive, okay? And what I need, I don't know how to say in Japanese. Now, most computer terms are just katakana words. And I was trying my best to pronounce this in katakana, but again, it was my first month in Japan, and pretty much my pronunciation was crap, let's be honest. So I'm up there at the register, doing my best. USB, thumb drive が欲しい、が欲しい。ありますか? Well, the guy was trying his best to help me. I mean, he was really trying hard. I could see sweat pouring down his head. I felt really bad for this guy because he couldn't speak English, and God knows I could not speak Japanese. It was awful. Luckily for me, a group of college kids happened to be in the store and were behind me in line. Now, they were waiting to pay for whatever they were getting at the store. But instead of doing that, they said, "Hey, we speak English. What are you looking for?" I told them what I needed, and instead of continuing to wait in line or just pointing me in the right direction, they took me over there, helped me find it, and then made sure I was okay to purchase it. Afterwards, they even wanted to exchange phone numbers, and we all hung out with myself and another friend in the group of them and had okonomiyaki together. It was a great time, and they were super nice guys. So, that's another story of just random acts of kindness in Japan. So, acts of kindness in Japan. One thing I can say is that definitely there is a lot of random acts of kindness. When you're looking for directions, if you look lost, if you're in trouble, if you need help, if you need to find a train, if you need to buy something in the store, people here will bend over backwards, literally, to help you out in any way possible. There's been times where I'm not sure what train I need to get on, and if I ask somebody, just a random person, anybody, they don't give me the, this train, just get on, guy. Instead, they'll tell me which train, they'll look up, they'll show me what time, and then sometimes they even wait to make sure I get on the right train, even though I probably already know what I'm doing at that point. In general, if you need directions in Japan, there are many, many people who are happy to help you. Don't be afraid to ask. Now, I'm not saying they're always going to be able to speak 100% English, so don't expect that. But they are going to try their best to help you, and if you have a map to point to, that's probably going to help. In general, the Japanese people are very, very accommodating and very, very friendly. I would definitely say acts of kindness are many abound in Japan. And that is my take. There you go, Busan Kevin. I'm Unrested. This is JFAC. Peace.